What's good, Star Wars fans? So today, out of the blue, Disney and Lucasfilm made a big announcement regarding the future of Star Wars games. And that is the return of LucasArts, but under a brand new name and logo, which is Lucasfilm Games. And that is actually the original name of the studio back in the 80s when George Lucas first opened it up, before later rebranding it to LucasArts in the 90s. But yeah, talk about big news on a Monday, am I right? StarWars.com revealed today that Lucasfilm Games is now the official identity for all gaming titles from Lucasfilm, a name that encompasses the company's rich catalog of video games and its eye toward the future. Going forward, all Star Wars games will now be brought together under a single banner, Lucasfilm Games, developed in collaboration with the finest studios across the industry. Now, the company also have their very own social media accounts, and even put out a short sizzle reel featuring all of the Star Wars games created since the Disney purchase. Which of course features games from EA, but as well other studios too, like Traveler's Tales for the Star Wars LEGO games, and of course Epic Games too with Fortnite. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so what? Why should I care about Disney opening Lucasfilm Games, especially if EA still owns the exclusive license to make Star Wars games? Well, I'm glad you asked, as this marks a similar move to what Xbox Game Studios and PlayStation Studios did with their games, both of whom actually group multiple developers under a single banner and not just one exclusive developer to make games. Jordan Mason of Cinelinx, who's in the know with a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff like this, even shared some interesting tweets on the subject, making it seem that EA may soon not be the exclusive game developer for Star Wars based on this announcement alone. He also went on to say that he heard Disney and Lucasfilm haven't been happy with the low number of games that EA have been putting out. Which of course, is also losing them money too. Because if there aren't constantly new Star Wars games coming out, then Disney and Lucasfilm aren't making the type of money they easily could if they didn't put all their eggs in one basket with EA. And that's kind of the thing. While EA has brought us some quality games like Jedi Fallen Order, they for the most part have just disappointed not only Disney but us fans too with their short game lineups. And as well, who can forget about all the controversies that came with Battlefront 2 at launch and then later with them ditching support on the game with nothing to replace it with. And let's be real here, Disney aren't dumb. They see what's going on and they want to fix it. So they're now taking things into their own hands by bringing Lucasfilm Games into the picture, potentially opening up Star Wars and bringing in other developers to try their hand at making Star Wars games. And really, can you blame them? Now, granted, EA still have their exclusivity deal running until 2023. But based on this big move by Disney and Lucasfilm and their statement on collaboration of the finest studios in the industry, well then I think it's safe to say that EA won't be getting their deal extended. And instead we'll start to see Star Wars games be made by other companies. Maybe like Ubisoft, Square Enix, just to name a few for example, with of course EA still making games too, but they just won't have the exclusive rights anymore. Which is a good thing for us as the consumers, as that means more Star Wars games, come on. And let's not forget that Matt Martin of the Lucasfilm Story Group not too long ago teased everyone about a bunch of new Star Wars games in development right now. And after today, then I'm pretty sure they're not EA games. Not to mention if they're in the works right now, then by 2023, well, let's just say we may have quite an exciting number of Star Wars games on our hands. That all said, this is admittedly still pretty early and we don't have all the facts yet, so we can only speculate. However, so far looking at how things do stand and are going, then well, the future of Star Wars gaming is starting to look pretty bright once again. But what did you all think about today's announcement? Is this Disney's way of showing EA that they're done with them wasting the license away? And if so, what kind of developers would you personally want to see make a Star Wars game, and what kind? Let me know down in the comment section below, and remember, for all your Star Wars news, keep it here to Silo.